Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this podcast I just wanted to basically come on here real quick and talk to you guys really quick about how the narcissist needs to feel needed. The narcissist needs to feel needed. Constant validation, constant reassurance, constant praise, constant admiration, constantly making things about them, and all of us like to feel accepted. All of us like to feel like we're being heard, because narcissists do not hear you. Narcissists do not see you. In the narcissist world, you don't mean anything to them. And this doesn't necessarily mean just you. This means their parents, their family, their kids. The narcissist will always come first. And, even though we put ourselves first in order to help others, the narcissist will never put themselves first being motivated to help others. The only reason the narcissist seeks to help others is for their own personal gain. And their own personal gain is to feel needed when it comes to their children. They want to feel like, I'm the cool parent. I'm the one who, I'm the one that lets you do what you want to do. I'm the one who, you could be wild and free like me. You could be a free bird. So the narcissist instills a lot of things into people. They motivate people in a way. But once they feel that you're getting energy from them, they will crush you. They will crush you because at the end of the day, the narcissist needs to feel needed. They can't ever see you as someone who they meet your needs just as you're meeting their needs. If your needs are above theirs, then there's a problem. In the narcissist world, if they could exploit people without having to give back, without having to, give anything to anyone, whether it's emotional support or, financial, anything. If the narcissist was able to live their life without having to do anything for you and get from you and exploit you, they would. And anyone who the narcissist exploits, the narcissist does not respect, meaning that you can give everything that you want to this person. And just by doing that, just by making them feel needed and giving them that admiration and that confidence that they need to gather other supply and other people to admire them, just the simple fact that you're willing to go the extra mile and be that support for them, that right there, the more they exploit you, the longer they're with you, the less they'll want to do. They'll feel like, I already breadcrumbed you. That should be enough to hold you for another month, another 2. And this is why when you wonder why they're treating the new supply better, it's because they still have almost like respect for that person, because they feel like they haven't fully exploited that person. So because they're not being fully exploited, that's the only reason it seems like they're showing that person, some type of support, whether it's financial and things like that. But it's because they want to feel needed. So then you're thinking to yourself, if you're a woman, am I, what is it about me? Why is it that, the narcissist is starting to treat me like I'm masculine almost, and they're treating this person like they're feminine. They're forcing me into this position. And that's because you've made them feel, over and above. You've went over and above for them to the point where they feel like, okay, you needed me, just as much as I needed you. You got what you wanted from me. And, now I don't need you. You're the one who needs me. So at first, initially, they act like they need you. They're looking for someone like you. They want someone like you. You're the perfect supply, and the tables switch. Once you start doing more, the narcissist is calculating everything. Once you're doing more for them, they like the feeling of being needed. But at the same time, when they feel like they've exploited you because you've allowed them to feel needed, they start to resent you, and now they need someone else. This is the main reason that they won't allow you to feel fully needed by them, even though they actually do need you. So you're basically dealing with a master manipulator who is using the same information based off their own experience to exploit you. They feel like because it's in their nature to destroy people who need them or who, overdo things for them, they feel like you will do the same to them. This is why the abuse continues. But at the same time, that same abuse that they continue is something that they need as fuel. This is why they'll tell you to move on when they've moved on, when they feel needed. And you're wondering, why don't they want to feel needed by me? And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can buy them. You can't buy their time, their affection at this point. They're like, no, the other person needs me. I'm going to be masculine with them. I'm going to be a real man now. I just wasn't a real man to you. Yet they needed you to feel needed for someone else, if that makes sense. And, I know it's very confusing. It's sick because you have someone that obviously, they're dying for attention. They're dying to be needed, and then they claim they don't like the attention, they don't like these things, yet everything has to constantly be about them. Everything, when it comes to you, if you're going through an illness or you're trying to celebrate success, promotions and business deals and graduations, anytime you're doing positive things, they flip these things and make it about them because they don't like that, you're getting any type of praise to the point where, or support from anyone. They don't want you to feel like you're needed in other people's lives. They would rather tell you, oh, nobody wants you. Nobody wants to be your friend. Your family doesn't really care about you. They don't want you to be needed by anyone. Yet they need to be needed by their family, their friends, their flying monkeys, past supplies, future supplies. They need to be needed by everyone. So now, one thing that I learned from this narcissist that I came across, not relationship-wise, but, someone that I came across, they said to me, I'm not greedy, I'm needy. And I'm always going to bring that up because narcissists will say crazy things, but have so many, meanings behind what they're saying. And a lot of times you're thinking to yourself, the narcissist is evil. Why would they do to me after, do bad things to me after I've done all these great things for them? How could they do that? When they needed me, I was there for them. When I need them, they're not there for me. So you're like baffled at, the narcissist. You're baffled at the fact that they don't care, and you're thinking sometimes, even when they're stealing or when they're, breaking your things or, when they're doing things in a malicious way or they're envious of their friends and family, and you're thinking this person is greedy. They don't want anyone to have anything. They don't want people to be happy. They don't want to come up with a solution. If they could put you in a position to sink, ship, they'll sink right along with you. As long as you don't have anything, they don't even care sometimes about how they're going to end up financially or anything. They're just greedy people. A lot of times you're like trying to tell them this doesn't make sense. Things are going to go wrong. Trust me, this isn't the time. You're trying to tell them things and it just seems like they're a greedy person. And a lot of times the narcissist will tell you, I only care about money. They'll say things like that to you. I only care about materialistic things. But they're actually throwing you off, making you believe that they're just like greedy people. But it has nothing to do with that, because you can literally have all the finances in the world and it will never be enough for the narcissist, because they are needy people. They need to be needed. That's all it's about. This is why they argue with you. And then after they're done arguing with you, they feel better. Now they feel like they can, they can do anything. They can, climb a mountain. They feel like they can run a marathon in a couple of minutes. Now all of a sudden, they're happy and you're still not feeling good. You're still like, I'm not feeling good. I mean, yeah, we made up and everything, and it felt good while we were making up, but now I feel like useless. I feel like this relationship is still pointless. I feel like we're never going to come to an understanding. And the narcissist, they're just like taking you back to La La Land, and they don't want you to think about that, the things that they've done, because they're like, oh, none of that really matters. Everyone goes through stuff. People go through worse things than what we're going through. And you start feeling okay, not realizing that this person is doing all of this abuse just to feel needed. This is why the moment that you do something that they've done to you, they can't take it. Because they're like, I didn't really do those things because I wanted to do them. Even though I do want to do them, but I can't really help that I want to do these things. Yeah, I know it looks like an addiction or something, but I'm not really addicted. I'll never admit to being addicted. That's just who I am. That's just who I am. They need to feel needed. But then when they're with a supply that, and they're living in that fairy tale world with this person, they're sitting here telling you, I don't need anyone. I don't need no one. I don't need to cheat on you. You're making things up. It's all in your head. They're gaslighting you, but the narcissist constantly needs to feel needed, to the point where they're so overprotective over the things that you do or what you do, that you start being overprotective over the things that they do, because someone who is that overprotective of you must be doing something. So, a lot of times the empath suffers heartache because, this person acts like they need you. And in the moments that they need you, you like helping them. You like being there for them. You like supporting them. You like wiping their tears away. You like giving them hope. But when things are bad and they're telling you that none of that mattered, you realize that this person is so twisted that they're willing to do and say anything just to feel needed. And anytime they get their karma, they won't really authentically apologize to you. They'll just come back and want to pick up things from where they left off at, like nothing ever happened, like they didn't do the things that they did or said the things that they said. And they're doing all of this just to feel needed again. Literally. Like they don't care about your feelings. They're just there standing in your front door because they want to feel needed by someone. And this could be anyone. This is why the moment that someone, makes the narcissist, catches the narcissist's eye and that person feels like they need the narcissist is like, I need you too. I'm willing to do for you. I need you too. I need everyone. I need as much, sources of supply as I can. So when people are arguing with them, when they're triangulating people, when people are trying to find explanations why they're doing this, why they're acting like that, this is why people tell you not to respond, because just by responding, any word you say to them, you open that door and they feel like, oh, I am needed. See? All right. If you don't want to talk to me, you want to move on with your life, I'll let you move on with your life. I wish you the best. And then they're walking away from you like they don't really care. They're just happy you even let them talk. So, don't mess with these people, you guys. They want you to believe that everyone is like this, and not everyone's like this. Somehow you get stuck with them, and then people will blame you for being stuck with these needy people. And a lot of times, such as myself, I had never been in a serious relationship. So, they like to prey on people that are vulnerable, people who are young. They like to play on people that don't know what relationships are supposed to really be like. You start watching TV and shows and movies, and you see that there's ups and downs and drama and things that people move past. But they're literally living in a TV show, in a soap opera every single week, and that's not normal. That's not normal. They're making it seem like, hey, this happens all the time. You see it on TV all the time. It does not happen as frequently as it's going to happen with a narcissist, because they constantly need to feel needed. You're tired from a long day, but they want their back rubbed. They're not thinking of you. They're thinking of themselves. When narcissists need to feel needed, there's literally no limits to what they'll do. They'll sleep with your family member. They'll sleep with your best friend, because what they're coming for is the feeling of feeling needed. They want to see tears. They want to see fights. They want to see blood. So when you're thinking to yourself, why would they do this if they want to feel needed? I can make them feel needed. I can comfort them. I can cook for them. I can, pay for everything. They can live free. You can say what you want to say to a narcissist to make them feel needed, and you can show it with your actions. But at the end of the day, these are sadistic people, meaning that they're only happy when you're showing them emotions of anger or sadness. So when you talk about love, they can't relate to that, because their definition of love is not that. So they'll tell you, I love you, but I don't love you like that. I'm not in love with you. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't feel that. I don't know why I'm like this. Or, I love you. Yeah, I love you. But I only love that you love me. That's all it is. I only love that you love me. I love to see you cry. I love to see you sad, upset. I love destroying you. It's not the same thing that you feel. No matter how much you try to make it, so that they can feel needed, your needs will never be met, because you will feel like you always have to be your best for this person when that person is not giving you anything in return. And they're looking at you like someone else, would appreciate this. You just don't know that. I fooled you. And by the time I dog you out so much, other people are going to feel like you don't have value, because they're going to wonder how you end up with a clown like me. They know they're clowns. They know they're sadistic. They know that there's many, others just like them that think like them, but they feel like they are in control just because they've went around in their sadistic behavior, making people express that they need them. So the narcissist, to them, it's like, even when they see people move on with their lives, or they're not thinking about them, they're getting off on the thought that you did need them at one point, that you couldn't even move on with your life because you needed them, because that's what they wanted you to feel. They wanted you to feel what they feel. The way you needed the narcissist is the way they need supply, the way they need your tears, the way they need, your emotions and not, just being in love. Because the love bombing, they like the love bombing. That's fun to them. Even that stage is fun. The needing, because you need them at that point. You need them because you're allowing them to even love bomb you in the first place. So to them, it's like, oh, I love the love bombing. I love making up. I love playing this game. As long as you're playing the game with them, they're triangulating you. Even if they're not being intimate with you and you're conversating with them, they're sleeping with the other person, conversating with you, thinking about you, thinking about you needing them, thinking about, they're thinking, oh, I wonder if they miss me. I need to feel needed now by this person. So they'll contact you. Sometimes they don't even have to see you. It's just the simple fact that you will even answer or respond to them. The real sick part of it all is that they will show you how needy they are. They will show you first how needy they are. They will drive past your place of business. They'll drive at your job. They'll drive at family members' houses, and they will stalk you online, make fake profiles. They'll come to your house, they'll knock at your window, hide your kids, hide your wife, type of thing. And once you are thinking that maybe this person, you're not doing enough for them, which you're going over and beyond, but it still doesn't feel like enough. So you're like, let me do this, let me do that, maybe this. You literally try everything, like you're a therapist or something. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Maybe if I just don't say anything. Maybe if I'm just quiet and don't even talk. Like, you literally think about everything, and when you realize it has nothing to do with that, you will become angry. You will be pissed when you finally understand that it was all about the pain. It had nothing to do with love, and they knew that. They knew it. You told them many times what you wanted. So the moment you realize that this person knew and that they were out for blood, and you're trying to prove to them like, hey, don't leave, or hey, remember the good times, or you're out calling for them, now they're rejecting you. Now they're telling you you have a low self-esteem. You need to love yourself more. You need to work harder or something. You have too much time to be needy and thinking of them. Now you're the needy person. But they got you accustomed to their needy ways. Now you feel the difference. Now they're not needy anymore. Now they don't want to be around you as much. Now they're not under you as much. Now they're not holding you at night anymore. They're sleeping away from you with with their back towards you. And they're making it seem like you're needy. You put your arm around them, or you give them a hug, and they're looking at you like you're obnoxious, like you're disgusting. Like, well, what are you doing? We're not really together anymore like that. We're together, but we're not really together like that. Like, I don't need you anymore. I'm just here just because. So what do you want to do? Do you want to stay, or do you want to go? I'm only here because I'm bored, because I don't want to seem needy to the other person, because they need me. They actually need me. You know what? I can do this without you. I don't need your support. I don't need you around. I don't need your friendship. I've stolen all the information I need to know to survive by. Now that person depends on them. Now the narcissist cannot perform. They cannot keep up. You made it look easy to them. They were like, oh, I'm going to start skating right through everyone. I'm skiing down the mountains. Move out the way. And then they crash. And they hurt themselves. They hurt themselves trying to be the person that new supply needs, because now that person doesn't need them. Now they're crying. Now they're hurt. Now they're coming around. You're still mad at me? I don't know why I was acting like that. You did it to me. You were acting too clingy. Your self-esteem was too down, and I can't do anything about that. You have to fight your own demons. They're telling you to fight your own demons, and they're the whole demon themselves. They are the whole demon that needs to be needed. Here I am. I'm a demon. I need to feel needed constantly. And when I don't, someone needs to feel needed. And here I come acting like a slave. But anyone who overfeeds me, I'm going to bite the hand that feeds me. I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to get greedy and needy. And then it's not about the greed anymore. It's just being needy. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace in your healing. If you guys want to book a session with me, I'm still available for sessions. Just give me 24 hours to respond to you guys. And if you guys are new to my channel, you guys enjoy this informative information, do not forget to subscribe and like and share, you guys. And I'll talk to you guys on the next podcast. Love you guys. Bye.